Yeah, it was a long weekend for the Trojans. Unfortunately, we came up a little bit short in both games. Two very good teams. Um, Both could really, really shoot the ball, skilled basketball teams. We did some good things defensively. Didn't think we were quite as connected offensively as we needed to be. And we just came up a little bit short. So, obviously, it's back to work. As we told our guys today, we're in the exact same position we were at this point last week. We're one game out of first place. We're just jumbled up with a few more teams, still control our own destiny. And so these are two big ones going on the road to Louisiana and Arkansas State.
Hey Scott, it's John in Dothan. You've been around this league a long time, and you got five teams tied for second, and one other that's just right behind y'all, and y'all are just all one game out of first. Have you ever seen it this competitive?
It's very, very evenly matched. I don't know this late in the year. Usually it seems like there's more separation than there is right now with, there may be three or four teams, but, to have six or seven teams the way it is, uh, it's probably new. I don't think I've ever seen that. And just being one game out of first place, from those top six or seven teams, yeah, it's as even as it's ever been. And just like with Monroe beating South Alabama, who was in first place, the last place team sweeps in back-to-back games. The first place team, that kind of shows how everybody's pretty much the same. There's not much difference. So, it might come down to who's playing the best basketball, late in the year, ends up winning the championship. Arkansas State is in the driver's seat. They're a game ahead of everybody else. Luckily, we do play them, so we have an opportunity to still control our own destiny. If we want to win a championship, we have to find a way to sweep this road trip.
And I know I don't have to tell you this, but with the seedings the way they're going to be in the Sun Belt tournament this year, have you talked to the team about how important it is to try to finish in the top two?
Yeah, we did show them the bracket and, told them that every play, every possession, it matters because, if you finish first or second, you just have to win two games to go to the NCAA tournament. If you finish, third or fourth, it's three games, fifth or sixth, it's four games, and so on and so forth. So the regular season has never been more important to any league than it is in the Sun Belt. I do like that. It makes it exciting every game. They always matter, but it just puts more emphasis on it, and your seeding becomes even more important. So tiebreakers become important. That game against James Madison hurt us because now they own the tiebreaker. Luckily, we had the tiebreaker on a couple of other teams. So the bottom line is we have to win the game that's in front of us, and that starts going on the road against Louisiana.
Hey coach, this is Juliana Rickenbaugh with WKA. You talked about playing Arkansas State. You played them earlier in the year. What stood out to you about them?
I mean, they're super, super talented. They can shoot the basketball. They spread you out. Every single one of their guys is a capable three-point shooter. They're really, really good defensively. They got a dynamic player in Terrence Todd that can get to the basket pretty much at will. They have another point guard and forward that's really quick, does a great job with his ball pressure. I mean, they're an outstanding basketball team, so it's not going to be an easy game. They're in first place for a reason. One of the better Sun Belt teams that I've ever played against. But with that being said, I mean, we had them, right where we wanted them. We let it slip away at our place. I think if we play, the Troy Trojan basketball that I know we're capable of, we definitely can go in there and get a win.
And Tate Conaway has been a bucket for you guys. The last time he had less than double figures was literally in 2024. How has he been able to be so consistent?
He's just so dynamic with his ability to get to the basket. He's so fast going north and south, and he's really good finishing at the basket. So he shoots a super high percentage when he gets the ball to the rim. And then, I think starting probably it was around maybe the road game at Monroe when he got really, really high from the three-point line. And ever since then, he's just been kind of feeling it from the perimeter. And if he's hitting 3-point shots, now the defense they can't really guard him, and then he has a kind of a sixth sense to make right reads and right passes. So he creates so many open shots for us. He's a guy I would love if I'm a basketball player, a shooter. I would love to play with him because he's going to find you if the defense, collapses on him. He's going to find the open guy, and he's just a guy that definitely makes us better out there.
The Arkansas State games, that's the national TV one, right?
Yes, sir.
The significance of just, your team being on national TV, what that can mean to the program.
Yeah, I mean it's a great opportunity. You want to win every single one of them. There will be a lot of eyes on that game. You win that game, now you're sitting in first place. It could be a huge boost for the program, and I know our guys are going to be excited and fired up. I would imagine it's probably going to be a sold out game. Last year, they weren't quite as good as they are, and it was a nationally televised game, and it was dang near sold out. So I can imagine with them sitting in first place right now, that game's definitely going to be sold out. So great environment to play a college basketball game, and I think the guys will be fired up and ready to go.